Hello, Vitality Fitness family. We're going to talk about mindfulness today. So, this week we are talking about stress and how we can handle stress and how we can work through stress. And we want to come up with some ways that we can do that are healthy for our body. So, today we're going to talk about mindfulness. So, if you don't know what the practice of mindfulness is, it's been in a lot of research. It's not just one of these woo-woo techniques, but there's a lot of research associated with the benefits of stress reduction and mindfulness. So mindfulness is really very, very simply explained as just kind of being aware and being present in that moment, right? So when we experience a time of stress, it can be kind of slowing down, thinking about our emotions, recognizing our emotions, and then, allowing ourselves to work through those in a very calm manner. Something that I certainly need some work on, but it is an area that would be helpful for many of us, I'm sure. So the first thing that you want to do is, if you're feeling in a stressful situation, you want to kind of pause and recognize the emotions that you're working through. Am I feeling sad? Am I feeling angry? Am I feeling hurt? Am I feeling, work through those and kind of pause and recognize what those emotions are at first. And then you want to kind of calm your breathing if you can, kind of because the stress responses in your body will take over. Those kind of fight or flight responses will take over. Your heart rate will increase, your breathing will become more rapid, and responses in your brain will start swirling around. So you want to calm those if you can and start to kind of slow down your breathing and just kind of think through the emotions that you're experiencing at that time. You want to come at those emotions with a non-judgmental attitude. So you want to think about them in a way that maybe you would think about them for a friend. So in a more friendly or curious manner. Think about, why am I feeling this way? What's going on? And don't judge yourself about it. To try not to, get worked up over the emotion about it, but just kind of recognize the emotion about it. I'm hurt because, blank. Kind of even saying it out loud to yourself is helpful. You want to, just accept those feelings and just be aware of those feelings and not try to change them. You're not trying to convince yourself out of those feelings. You're not trying to say, I shouldn't be feeling this way. You're just allowing yourself to feel that way and accepting those feelings. And then you want to make sure that you're not ignoring them, and that maybe you're even labeling them. I'm feeling sad because, I'm feeling angry because, and go through those statements and just kind of sort it through in your mind. And then you want to feel that with your breath. So you want to make sure that you're really understanding, what's going on, recognizing it, pausing, and then kind of letting your body work through it, letting your mind work through it. And you just kind of slowing down that stress response will help to kind of calm that feeling, and just kind of even just recognizing the emotion is very important. Sometimes we try to hide those emotions with something else. Maybe we try to immediately go to food and try to kind of eat our way through that stress. Maybe we, immediately, get really angry and try to, get really nasty with our family or something like that. But it's really important that we just first kind of pause and recognize those emotions, and then talk our way through them, let ourselves feel them. It's okay to feel those emotions. It's okay. And then kind of accept them is a really important step of the process without judgment. Letting yourself feel that way without saying, I shouldn't be feeling this way, but. So kind of thinking those things through, and then calming your breathing and thinking about those things, accepting those things. And then maybe you might want to think about, kind of one action step that would help you to feel better about those things, because you may not have control over the things that caused you stress, but you certainly have control over your next action. So you could think about, what's one thing that would make me feel better about this situation, or what's one thing that I could do to help myself feel better through this time with one action. So I hope that's helpful for you. There's a lot of research on mindfulness and stress management, but since we're talking about stress this week, I certainly thought I would put it out there for you and challenge you to try it, and let me know how you feel.